Hi gang, this is me talking to you, making a brew. And wherever you're viewing this, you're very welcome. How's your life going? What's going on for you? What's going on for me is that if you follow my story, 12 months after my septic shock, sepsis, which was life-changing, nearly life-ending. But I'm helping people in my profession who are going through all sorts of challenges and traumas and life stories. And my sepsis now is part of my history. It was last year. History meaning his story, my story. We have world history. We have personal history. Everybody that we meet has a story, his story, her story. And the thing is that we learn from these stories, don't we? Or do we? Or do we have an experience and then learn nothing and make the same mistakes again? We shouldn't be doing that really, should we? This is me making a cup of tea with my successful cup. I love these cups. These are porcelain and they've got a cool wall in them. I think they're a bit like a flask. So you make a brew with it and it's cool on the outside, but it's quite hot on the inside. That's true for maybe a lot of people. Is it true for you? Do you seem to be cool on the outside? Does your Facebook life project happiness and control and balance, but actually you're quite unhappy, out of control, with no balance? This is my wonderful hot water machine here in Thailand, where I'm living at the moment. You put a cup of tea or a tea bag in there, or coffee, and then you just add the hot water there. This one's hot water, and that one's freezing cold ice water. Cool device. If you're finding that you're running hot and cold, which you would call almost like bipolar, or if you're pretending to be okay and you need a chat, I'm here for that. But you can also, in my opinion, seek a higher authority if you know how to do that. I'm teaching people all the time how to access their higher self, because you are perfect. Your higher self is uncontaminated. It's your lower self, which is your personality, which has got the challenges, and that's because of the stories that you're running at the moment. If you're running negative stories and you've got the sort of personality that you're talking about and thinking about those things and acting on those stories within the film that you're creating, which is your life story, then that's what you're going to experience. But you can step out of the story. It's rather like going to the cinema and you sat in the seat watching a film. Now, you can think of yourself as a player in the film on the screen, or you can sit in the seat. Too many people think that the film, the story that they're involved in, is real. It isn't, it's an illusion. It's a dream, it's a daydream. Step out of it, become the observer, sit in the seat and watch what's happening to you, watch your illnesses. Don't become your illnesses. Watch your dramas. Don't become part of the drama. Whether it's a financial situation, a relationship, a work-related thing, a family thing, a personal thing. Whatever's going on, step back and view it as the observer, as if you're in a cinema seat and you're watching it on a screen. I'll talk more about techniques where you can actually become the observer, the witness to what's going on. And in that moment, it frees you from the angst, from the stress and tension, from the fear-based poisons that are released into your body, if you continue to be a player in the film. But you actually can rise above it or step back from it. And when you step back from it, you give yourself healing and you give yourself peace. And the ultimate trick is to step back from it all the time. And even though you're involved in these dramas, in these stories, in these situations and circumstances that you've created, you can still be involved in them from a detached point of observation. That's a really neat trick. So then you don't have to pretend to be peaceful, you become peaceful. You don't have to pretend to be in control and have an amazing life on Facebook or Instagram or wherever. You pretend to be who you pretend to be. Maybe in your real life you turn up at social events and people go, oh, I'm great, yeah, life is amazing. But actually you're very sad and lonely and out of balance and bipolar. And I've been there. Last year for me was a real learning curve. It was the second big health challenge that I've had. The first one being my spine injury, which went for 3 years, didn't walk, and then rehabilitation for 10 years. And pretty much through that, even though I still have residual effects, and then the sepsis gave me a seizure. I was on IT ward. That was a life-changing event and a learning curve, massive. Thankfully, when that happened last year, I had some skills and abilities to step back and witness it and sort of, I wouldn't say enjoy the experience, but certainly learn from the experience and bring that into my everyday life now. That's what I say, are you making the same mistakes? Are you on repeat? This is boiling hot inside, but it's cool on the outside. You can be boiling hot on the inside with shit going on, but you can shift and have balance and be cool about it all. My father had a brilliant saying which turned round an expression that you've probably heard many times, which is one day you'll look back at this and laugh at it. When you've got something going on, people will say, well, get through it, get past it. And in the future, you'll be able to look back and laugh at it. What my dad taught me to do is to laugh at it now, be at peace with it now. And then when it's over, laugh again, laugh twice. Because none of this stuff is real. As I say, you're playing a part in a movie of your own making. And if you want to know how to really overcome all these obstacles that stand in the way of your health, happiness and success in life and business, then we need a chat, and I'm here for that. I'll be doing more of these, talking to you, making a brew, giving you success coaching from some of my lifestyle stories, which are very real, and that's why we're here. The world is a classroom, but it's also a playground. Make sure you enjoy it, laugh now, even through challenge, and then laugh later when you get through challenge. Because really, this concept of there's always light at the end of the tunnel isn't true either, because the tunnel is an illusion of our own making. And that's something I'll talk about more also. Be powerful, enjoy your mind. If you've enjoyed it, like and subscribe and share this. Share because you care with other people who might be going through dark tunnels also, who might also believe that what they're experiencing is real when actually it isn't. It's just a story of your own creation, creating a history that you can change. Be powerful, enjoy your mind.